Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be taking you guys along with me as I do I say another because I've been doing a lot of these lately, a little cleaning out and decluttering project. It's something that's kind of small, but I wanted to share with you because sometimes we can have things and ideas that we love the concept of, we love how they function, we love the idea of how they might function, had it been for like maybe a different phase of life or things like that. Anyway, I'm talking about this rolling metal cart here. I'm going to insert a clip here because I don't want to move the camera around yet. But this metal cart specifically, I love the idea of being able to use this. I've shared it on a lot of my homeschool type videos. It's just not really serving our family right now, and it's just leading to a lot of frustration because more often than not, all of the drawers and all of the contents will just be dumped on the end of the floor by the end of the day. And so instead of just being frustrated at that happening, because honestly I don't want to get frustrated at my little baby or toddler because they're genuinely, that's how they're learning, is by learning through exploring and by playing and having their curiosity piqued. So, and honestly, I was torn between keeping it in here and then just filling it specifically with just baby things. But they all have like their baby things over here as far as their toys and whatnot. So I am probably just going to get rid of it. Not get rid of it in the sense of donating it, but in the sense of I'm going to utilize it in a different part of the home. I might end up putting it in my girls' closet and using it for like socks and hair bows and the smaller things. That would be nice to have it organized, but it would be in their closet behind a closed door, so to speak, which would be a lot less accessible than right in the middle of our school space where everything gets dumped out. It's one of those things where I love the idea of it. I've shared it before on my channel multiple times, and I love it because the top 3 drawers used to be somewhat organized anyway, and I kept all the little math counters and the manipulatives and everything like that on the top part of it. But it's just now she's getting taller and dumping that out too. So I'm going to keep it in our family and still utilize it. It's just not serving this space. And then I'm going to be taking all the contents, especially all the math manipulatives. We're going to be putting those in different containers, reorganizing them. I showed you in a previous video a little hutch that I have, or that I picked up at a yard sale. So I'm going to be kind of organizing that today and showing you how that space is being utilized in our home, as well as just some fun things that I'm working on right now for myself personally. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm probably just going to take all of these little trays here and take them over to the table, just dump all the contents out, and then just sort through it in one pile, because a lot of these things, like a lot of these drawers, have the separate math manipulative pieces. So I'm gonna go grab some jars really quick, that way I can put the pieces where they go and kind of separate them that way before we move on. So yeah, that's what we have planned today. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the camera and we'll get into it. So I have the jars. Don't be afraid to use what you have if you do have any organization things to do. We just had these actually in a box in our basement, believe it or not. So we're going to be utilizing those. But most of the time when it comes to decluttering and having like a decluttering project, pretty much 90% of the time I have everything I need already in my home to complete said project. So I don't need to go out and buy things just to organize things. One thing I'm trying not to do, especially recently, is if I'm trying to work on a project, I don't want to buy stuff to work on a project, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's something I'm doing, is just trying not to spend money for the sake of making something look prettier, organized, and things like that. Because a lot of the times, those organizers that you can get nowadays, they are beautiful. Like, there's a lot of really pretty things now that you can organize your things and they look aesthetic and everything like that. I'm not against those at all. I guess I'm such a thrifter that most of the times if I'm doing something like outside of a cabinet, I'll put it in a basket or something. And baskets at thrift stores are, you know, under $4 typically, $4 or $5 under that. As far as all of our drawers being full of everything that gets dumped out on the floor, everything just gets tossed back in here, and it's just, yeah, I'm done with that for now. So I just think it'll be much easier, and then all of this stuff will be out of my toddler's reach. for the most part. And then when we are needing it, we can just grab one jar down and utilize it better that way. So I think putting everything in individual little spaces and jars is just gonna help us, and it's gonna help me not be frustrated at something that I honestly shouldn't be frustrated at, because as I mentioned before, you know, babies and toddlers, that's really how they learn and grow, is by exploring and getting into all the things. So if it's something that I don't want them getting into, I'm trying to be better at just putting it away instead of having it lead to frustration. So I definitely recommend, if you have toddlers as well, just to put things away that you don't want them getting into. It's not worth getting frustrated at them for doing, you know, what their job is, which is playing and exploring. So this is going to take away that frustration and not make them feel like they can't get into things, because some things obviously they can't get into, like your under the sink stuff and things that need baby locks on it and things like that. But for the most part, I'm trying to be better at just keeping things away and up that they can't get into. So. So I have my money jar, I have my pattern shapes. I'm honestly just gonna put them up here. That way they're out of reach and we don't have to worry about it anymore. You wanna play with these? There you go. So I'm gonna put all the pattern shapes up here. I have my color counters I'm gonna put up here, as well as my little money jar. And then I have an extra jar I'm just gonna put up here, because I think I'm gonna put some like more pencils in it. This is what I mean by saying I'm just using jars that I had on hand. This is definitely not a pretty one, but I don't really care because it's functional and it's going in a cabinet. So that's what's in here. I'm gonna probably put some other stuff in here once I finish cleaning out that drawer. I think I got most everything cleaned out from it, but I am gonna do that. Over on this side, let me turn the camera around really quick. On this side, I have all my Bible journaling things. So I have like my pens, hello. Some more little pens for Bible journaling. Look how pretty. And then this pack is actually my pack that I take out on the daily, and then I'll rotate the colors depending on what I'm doing. So that's what these are. And then down in this drawer, I'm gonna kind of show you what I'm utilizing this cabinet for, because I'm utilizing it for something much different than I had originally planned. And we'll get to that here in just a minute. But down here, I ended up putting, again, all of my markers. These specific markers don't bleed through my Bible when I'm doing highlighting or journaling, and things like that. So I have that drawer full of just like the markers. In this drawer here, I have all of my washi tape. These are some of my favorite designs that I've been utilizing. I've been actually working on putting themes in my Bible, and for each theme that I've been putting in my Bible, I've been using this. I'm going to show you what I've been using it for down here really quick. So this washi tape method is, I'm going to link the channel down below that I came across here on YouTube, of another mama sharing just how this completely transformed her prayer life, and oh my goodness, it has mine too, is when you have different themes. So for example, I'm going to flip over to, I have a parenting theme in the Bible. This specific washi tape here is the parenting theme. So whenever I see this in my Bible, I know that this has to do with parenting. So from Deuteronomy 5, I have a huge part here on parenting, and then on this part as well, another part here on parenting. So this has again just been completely life-changing. Right now I'm on 3 different themes. I have my parenting theme, I have this washi tape here. This one specifically is the attributes of God. So I have all the Bible verses that I'm learning on the attributes of God. I have this theme. Another theme I have is anxiety or worry, and this washi tape is for anxiety and worry. So whenever I need to pray scripture over a specific thing or a specific family member, relationship, whatever it is, I have the themes laid out to where I can open up my Bible and say, Lord, I need to pray for, let's say, my children or parenting, my walk with Christ, as I can open that theme and just pray scripture. Something so powerful. It's completely changed my walk with the Lord as far as my personal prayer life. And this is only 3 themes in. I have another 6 themes I'm going to be adding. Ideally, from what I understand, you would want to use like a smaller Bible for this, like a pocket-sized Bible. But I just love using my big Bible. I find I don't mind carrying it with me everywhere. And it's where I've highlighted a lot of verses. It just means a lot to me that I have a lot of like notes and stuff in the back of it. So being able to go ahead and put the themes in it and pray scripture again over every area of whatever those themes are. And I like this Bible too because it has wide columns in it, so I can write notes if I need to. And I've been loving utilizing this method. It's just been, again, very, very life-changing. Well guys, thank you so much for coming along with me today. I know today's video was very quick and simple and probably shorter than what my normal kind of declutter videos have been in the past, but I hope you did enjoy it, and I wanted to share something simple because it's funny how something little can make a really big difference in our overall rhythm and flows of the day. And as I mentioned multiple times, taking away something that does cause a little bit of frustration, to be honest, it's just very freeing to not just have to worry about that thing, and that it's just been really, really good. Anyway, I am excited to be sharing with you guys some more on my Bible journaling or Bible themes journey. It's just been incredible. I can't talk highly enough of it. I'm going to link the channel and the videos that I came across that really inspired me to do this down below. Highly recommend you doing this. Again, it completely has transformed my prayer life because it's just praying scripture over issues, and it's just been amazing. So I'm going to link those down below if you do want to go look at that. I should have honestly done a whole video on just this, but I wanted to do it now because I don't have time to do 2 videos today back to back about this. But I do, if you guys want to have a full in-depth look at all of the themes that I am going to be doing, do let me know down below. Yes, honey. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here, guys. Thank you again for coming along with me today. And until my next video, you guys have a wonderful day wherever you're doing, and God bless. Bye.